Wait for your trade. That is the lesson we learned today. Welcome back to my trading journey to become a profitable trader on the Nasdaq Futures. I am currently on an evaluation with the prop firm Trade Day to become a funded trader. So let's see how this session went. We are starting to draw our blue lines here to see where we are currently consolidating, what the high and lows are so far of the end of this pre-market. About a minute away from the open of today's session. And there's the opening bell, breaking down immediately here. We'll see how big these candles are. Today, as it seems to almost every day, we'll get another lesson in ATR and how that is a very important indicator. Normally, it's because ATR is too big, and I want to trade in that, but today we will see the opposite problem. The volatility was much lower than normal. Even this opening candle, you'll see it's about 18.75 points and already dropping down to 11 points. When I think last Friday, it was 35 points on that initial candle, and yesterday it was 25, something like that. So we're already dropping down a little bit, and then this third candle of the day is going to be 7.5. So when I was trading, that opened my eyes right away. I really like to trade between 12 and 6 on the low end. And if we're already at 7.25, I really was considering entering earlier, but there just wasn't anything developing right now. How we're trading, and we're trying to get a look at these blue lines and move them to where we're currently consolidating. We want to keep that top blue line just in case it does break through, since we are only a minute in. And that way we'll know where the top of the pre-market was, but we still want to have a good idea of where we're currently consolidating. Yeah, we're already breaking through. I'm switching over to my funded account already, which is earlier than I normally do. And see, that candle was 17.5, so we're still going back and forth. I just switched back to my sim account because of that. It really takes a couple of minutes for me to really get a feel for the day and if we're going to be very directional right off the bat. We're already down to 8.75. Just not a lot of activity today. Up to 15, that's something. Moving over to our funded account. Seem to be consolidating right here where we are. I like to have a bigger window of consolidation though, honestly. But I think we're going to go try and go short if we break through that low of this consolidation. Yeah, if it's only 9 points, my profit target is 5. I'm asking for half of that candle, and that's a lot. Of course, it could go longer than one candle, but usually if I'm going to win, because it's going to shoot up right away. Now, we might go short here, and now we might go long because we're at the bottom of that consolidation, but we're breaking down pretty hard. Coming back up. Let's see if we get in. Yep, we're going to get in. We're going to go long. Positive. Yeah, broke down too low. I still like the theory where we're talking about getting in at the end of the previous candle. So this one right here, right when there were 2 seconds left on the timer, I got in thinking it was going to go long, and it went red, so I was wrong. There was a time there where I thought it's going to hit my stop and then hit back up. And that's always frustrating, but that's not what happened. I was just plain wrong. And I just happened to choose when we actually went directional. Bunch of red candles in the way right now, but we're also in uncharted territory. So this is where we should wait for our trade. So we got in right here. We're going. We think we're going to go short again. And another stop. So that's the end of our trading account for today. We're going to move over to our sim and try some things out. Then we're going to go long here, assuming that we hit the bottom with those other 2 previous candles. This is really where we should have gotten in. The momentum we saw here, this is what I like, where it was really firing. There was a lot more movement. I don't like necessarily a 15-point candle. Oh, we're freezing on me. Yeah, we're just going to get out because we don't like when things freeze on us. No, our screen has frozen. Yeah, today is not our day. Today's not our day. Had 2 green days in a row, but today was not a good one. Hoping we're going to go long here. Got down to -2, so we were only a tick away from getting out. up to 4. There we go. So yeah, I mean, we just gotta wait for our trade, and the volatility's so low today. I just don't like being in a trade that long. I like when it pops up like that. Like back here, this is where I really should have waited for, because this moment, it bounced off this really hard, and there was a lot of momentum here. Yes, this ATR is higher than we want, but it's better than working down at 5, because then these candles are so tiny. The upside about those tiny candles is when you enter, you pretty much enter exactly where you want. There are times when the volatility is so high, you hit to buy and you want to be right here, but you end up being way lower than you originated, and then you get stopped out very fast. Gonna try and go short here. Thinking we hit the top, but no. Yeah, they're just not, when the volatility is this low, there's just no momentum. And some people trade really good in this. I had never traded the S&P, but I know it's slower like this. It's way more, I mean, the Nasdaq is like a chess match too, but the S&P 500, the candles are a lot smaller, so you don't really get as hard of momentum like that. But you also get really nice entries. Well, there's definitely pros and cons to whatever method works for you. I think you could find a good method for anything as long as you back test it and find some data behind what works for you, and some practice, of course. Going with the trend here, think we're going to break down lower, but I don't think so. Wow. Nothing like a really, really red day to humble you after 2 really good days in a row. Hopefully volatility picks up a little bit more tomorrow. Not crazy like those 30-point candles we were saying at the end of last week, but we'll see. I think we might try and get one more in here. End on a win would be nice. 6-point candles, come on. And we haven't been this low since 5 minutes ago, which on the Nasdaq is ages. We're breaking down. We think we're gonna go lower. Oh, jeez, there it goes. Let's go long, let's see. Come on, oh, it's already going back. It's just sitting. And now we're going low again. Let's see if we break down. Nope. Oh my God. This is why it's nice to have a sim account. Super directional now. It's just my entries are just not working. I'm even having the right ideas, but there's just no momentum at all. Lost that $100 on our trading account, and then lost $160 on the sim account. So normally, because there's not that mental trigger, the sim account, usually I end up green, even if my trading account doesn't. But today it was just red overall. If you guys are new to the futures market, check out my video, Futures Market Made Easy, right here for you. But that's about it. Still more learning to be had, and I will see you guys tomorrow, where I will continue documenting my trading journey so that you know that you're not alone on yours. Thanks, guys.